On the first day of Christmas, Troy gave to me an offense without Parker at Indeed. Yeah, that's right. Welcome in, welcome back. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas to all the Irish fans. Christmas came early, baby. Gerad Parker to the head coach of Troy edition of the Always Irish. I'm in a good mood for what show. Oh, what good news. As always, you can find the program on YouTube. Do it. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Appreciate it very much. Give the video a thumbs up. That helps Johnny out as well. Notifications on that way you're alerted every time a new episode drops. I know you don't want to miss it. Twitter. Search bar Always Irish Rat. Always Irish Inc. Emails alwaysirishnd@gmail.com. Audio only anywhere you want it. You can get it if you don't want to look at my face. Call in line. 312-988-15. You tell Johnny about all the football stuff you've heard and seen. Instagram, Facebook, Always Irish Inc. USA Today, Fighting Irish Wire. Read all about it. Patreon.com/Always Irish. Former Notre Dame captain, leading tackler, by the way, Mike Goolsby and myself, breaking down all things Notre Dame behind a paywall. It's beautiful. We let it rip. All right. We have some breaking news. And I think it's going to make most Notre Dame fans happy. Last week, I dropped some hints saying there may be some huge news to come. Maybe. And that's all I was able to say. I know this news became public today, and I had people message me. Going back to last week, I was dropped a nugget. You might get your wish. You might get your wish. So what I said on the Friday morning show is keep your mind open to one more really big change. Didn't know if it was going to happen or not, but it did. Or it looks like it's going to go through. I don't know who Troy is, but I'd like to thank him. Whoever the hell Troy is, thank you. Listen, good for Parker. Good for me. Good for you. But also good for Parker. Think about this. Think about it. He just got a head coaching job. This frees Freeman up from having to do the whole awkward conversation with your closest friend that works for you, but he ain't doing a good enough job. This absolves everybody of everything and everybody wins. I get what I want. Somebody to actually maybe put together a real offense that can move the ball against good teams. Freeman doesn't have to be a jerk to his friend. And as far, it's Troy, but it's a head coaching job, so Parker has that going for him. Good. Now, that week after Stanford, where the portal exodus at Notre Dame happened, Chancey Stuckey was let go that week. That was the week where you were going, and okay, you're getting rid of Stuckey, and what comes next? Let's go. And that didn't happen. And it looked like Freeman was doubling down on his boy Parker. I don't know this for sure, but did Freeman know some of this was in the works and knew the offense wasn't good enough, but was like, this is going to work itself out, and we're just going to let it work itself out in a couple weeks? I don't know whether he knew any of that or not, but it at least crossed my mind. You guys, Parker was just in over his head. And you know that I do have some empathy for the situation because Parker got the job in such bizarre circumstances. Not the first pick, a big public failure on the guy Freeman wanted. Rough dynamics. And I wanted to give it every chance to work. 39 points per game. You know what that's good enough for? It's good enough to get the Troy head coaching job. You know what it's not good enough for? Making Notre Dame look decent against any defense with real athletes. So good for the 39 a game average. It got him the Troy job, but it didn't get you a damn thing in any big game that mattered this year. He was in over his head. And you could see it. The bigger the game, the better the team we played, the more panicked the play calling was. Just pared down, so basic, so simple, so timid. It's an inverse ratio. When we knew we were playing a bad team, the offense was opened up and exciting and guys could get open and you could run things. And then every notch that the team faced, we faced was better defensively. All that offensive stuff got reined back in. Bad plan, bad execution, no pivot when nothing was working, nowhere else to go. No stringing 2 or 3 plays together to get to 4, 5, 6. No present you this look. Then when you're used to it, we run that look, but run something off that you haven't seen. There was never any building of anything on this offense. One thing leading to the next. There was none of that foresight, none of that vision, no creativity. I think Parker was so worried about just putting the bare minimum together, one play to the next. He wasn't capable of processing things down the road, setting teams up, adjusting. It was just a struggle. It was just a struggle. Okay. So now the question is, now what? I'm going to tell you this right now. I know everybody's going to have their, the strength coach, where nobody even knows the guys' names. Notre Dame people have strong opinions about it when you never heard any of these people till freaking yesterday. I know how this is going to go with OC. Here we go again. Who are you going to hire? Here's the top names. Blah, 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 blah. If they do that or don't do that, even if it ended up being Gino Guidugli, upgrade. 100% upgrade. Even if they don't get a guy from the outside and it ends up going to Gino Guidugli, the quarterback coach, upgrade. Gino was the one drawing up all the 2-minute plans. And if you remember, the only drives that sometimes looked like they had rhythm for us were in the 2-minute drill, sequencing of plays. Gino was putting all that together. All of that stuff was him. So I'm not trying to be a jerk to Parker, but it was very, very amateurish. The plans were, and you got away with it against all the bad teams, and that's how you got 39 average. Notre Dame could not afford to have a head coach learning the ropes and an OC learning the ropes. It's too much risk. So I don't know where they go next. Does Freeman feel like he has to go outside because this hire was an inside guy and he doesn't want to do that again? I don't know. Did Freeman already know this was coming and he's already got guys lined up and knows what he wants to do? I don't know that either. If Parker and Freeman are best friends, there's no way Freeman didn't know this was possible. Maybe he already has things lined up. But even if it ended up being Gino, 100% upgrade. I'm just, that's the level we're at. So I realize some people wouldn't even be happy with that Gino. I'm telling you, he was the one designing all the sequences of plays that did work. It was Gino. So that would be an upgrade. But here's another part of this. Goolsby brought this up to me on the phone a couple minutes ago. Think about this dynamic. 2 years in a row now, you have 2 transfer quarterbacks and then a change at OC like 2 days later. I just think that's interesting. It's a wild new world. The checks still cash. The NIL checks still cash. Very interesting dynamic, though. 2 years in a row, you get a new transfer quarterback, and a new OC right after it. Very, very interesting. So I'm excited about this. It's an early Christmas gift for Notre Dame fans. I don't know how to judiciously say this. Whatever they do is going to be an upgrade. This was amateur hour. It was. And you could 39 point a game, number 9 overall, up at all you want. Tell me it all you want. In the biggest games against good defenses, we looked clueless. Bad plan, bad execution, no pivot. That is amateurish. Okay? Like, it was stark. You did not have to be an X's and O's expert to see. I know what Notre Dame's running here, and if I know, the defense knows. That's why Clemson was playing downhill the entire game. They knew what Notre Dame was going to do, and Notre Dame never pivoted to anything else. They crashed the line every time and blew everything up. It was amateur hour. So I don't know where Freeman's going to take this, outside, inside. I'm just telling you, even if it's Geno, it's a big upgrade. Just envision and hearing some behind the scenes, knowing that Geno put together all the pre-done packages to open stuff, those 2-minute drills, that's all him. If it ends up being him, it's still an upgrade. So I don't want to say Parker failed up because of the 39 point per game thing, but it is a wild journey from tight end coach to OC with results most of the fan base doesn't like to head coach somewhere. God bless you. God bless you. And God bless Santa Troy for giving me this gift and freeing me of this burden. Like, this was the biggest remaining thing that I was really like, dude, I see the vision, Freeman, what he's building different places with recruiting a different type of guy. Like, I see a lot of that. But this was the biggest practical piece where I'm going, Marcus, I can't help you. If you double down on this one, I don't know what I could do for you. You're on an island out here when you do that. So now we got out of all that. I don't know what to say. Whatever they do is going to be an upgrade, and I'm here for it. So, ho, ho, ho. Early Christmas gift for Notre Dame fans. Marcus, make a good decision here. Get us a guy with some exciting vision and get this thing moving into the future. Love it.